everyone, Katie here. I figured now would be a good time to take you around the house and have you introduce you all to all my pets. Now I do have quite a few, and I don't recommend for the normal person to have as many pets as I do, but all I do is work and take care of animals, which is me living my best life. So, without further ado, here are my pets. This is Freya. She's a lab-hound mix. That's a very good sit. And she's gonna get a treat. She's about 6 years old, and she was adopted from the Franklin County Humane Society, and she is such a good girl. This is Abbott, and he's 8 years old, and he really wants this treat. Oh, he's such a good boy. He was also adopted from the Franklin County Humane Society. This is Barry. Say something to the camera. She likes to help me clean aquariums and bother me when I'm in the bathroom. Yep. Now here is the first of 4 aquariums that I have. These are the axolotls. This one is Opal, and of course I'm being shunned right now. And then this is Pearl, who's my best little baby. And these two were bought from the Lexington Reptile Expo. And they just live their best little derpy lives swimming around in the aquarium. And now here we have my aquarium of Endler's Live Bearers, and they were little teensy babies when I got them, and so they've been growing, and I've got one really big female. But in this aquarium with them, you can kind of see the male is chasing her a little bit. He's so amorous. Okay, so also in this aquarium, I have, there he is, a dwarf puffer, who I got to kind of take care of the snail problem in this aquarium. And he's done such a good job. I cannot find any more snails. Down here, I have my mystery snail aquarium, and there are 3 mystery snails. There's 1, 2, and I think the third one is clearly hiding. I also have 2 glowfish in here that are kind of like just living out the rest of their lives. There's the white one. There's a blue one in here too. He likes to hang out behind the sponge filter. My 4th aquarium is my Betta sorority aquarium, and they kind of just hang out. But I also have several, like 6 or 7, panda corridoras. Oh, okay, fine. They are so uninterested in me. They just want to be fed. And so what I love about these ladies is that they just kind of swim around. They don't really bother each other, but when they see each other, they flare a little bit and then swim on. And so they seem to get along pretty well. As long as they're well fed and they don't have to compete too much. In the aquarium, I also have a couple nearite snails. Oh, good. That'll never focus. And I also have, if I can find one, some Amano shrimp. Nope. Looks like nope. There's a little panda for you. This is my bunny. Bye. Okay. Izzy. Okay. This is Izzy. He is a satin Angora. I adopted him from Lexington Humane Society. He and Barry are pretty good friends. And of course, he looks like a huge mess because he hates being brushed. And this is Hamilton the tortoise. He's a Russian tortoise, and he is super indifferent about me all the time. He cares about food and his basking lamp. And now for the rats. There's Freya barking. This is Kit. This is another little boy. He loves treats. Back to Kit. I named him after Kit Harington. Here's another little boy. This is Jasper. He's my best buddy. And he loves eating, so he's the biggest. Where are you going? Come say hi. The rat cage really needs, like, an overhaul. They've destroyed every hammock. Say hi to your fans. And this is Noki, my ball python. And so hopefully you understand my pun name, because he's a ball python. Nokis are pasta balls. And he's a spider morph. And this is one of my Petco rescues. He had an upper respiratory infection that has since been healed, and you know, he went off food. He's had all these problems that are pretty typical of a ball python, but he also has what's called the ball python head tilt, or the spider python head tilt, where they will tilt their head and kind of corkscrew. And so from my research, it's a neurological thing where from all the selective breeding to get the really cool striped pattern of the spider morph. And so this is super common in this colors. And so I'm not going to handle it today because the corkscrewing and stuff, it gets worse with stress. And so I don't want to stress him out too bad, but he's just hanging out in his little warm cave on top of the heating pad, digesting the rat he got the other day. So that is Nuki. And those are all my animals. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe, and if you want to see kind of a more spotlight on some of the species that I own, leave it in the comments below. Also, I'm a wildlife rehabilitator, so occasionally I'll do little spotlights on some of the other animals that I get in my care. Alright, see you next time.